Hello there, everyone. Rosa here as always. Today I have for you yet another bit of a Redstone showcase. Not much necessarily a tutorial. This is maybe a three-parter for my, or the third part, whatever, of my Assassin's Creed map. If you haven't seen that video already, you should check it out. It's kind of cool, I guess. I actually added in several things to it. Mainly, I added in the well, nether stars technically, but I call them the animus data fragments. If you've ever played, I believe it was Revelations. Yes, I believe so. Um, I mean, some of them, I think in one of them, like Brotherhood or Number Two or whatever, there's like feathers, but in Revelations, there's animus data fragments, which is this one's based off Revelations mostly. Hence the reasons I have the Masyaf keys. Um, but yeah, oh, and I also managed to find a renaming mod. I renamed this hidden blade and this short sword, and yeah, that's that. And I also was able to rename the Masyaf keys, but I didn't really want to rename the Animus data fragments. I mean, I could have renamed all but three. See, the reason there's actually 15 total. The reason I only would have been able to rename 12 as opposed to all 15 is because you get three of them from one from reaching that peak, and that peak. You get one from each of those. And I also changed up the roofs a little bit. They looked ugly just being red. They look like giant penis eye. So, yeah, I know it's not penis eye. I just like saying it. Um, and this is the give command. You know, it tests for a player at those points, and then it gives the player the animus data fragment. Sorry, and of course, then it stops this so that you can't get a whole bunch over and over and over. Um, but that's how that works, and that's really the only reason they're not renamed that. That's the reason they're still named Nether Stars. I'm sure if there's a way to use this, like I'm sure you could use maybe like a spawner or something to spawn in the item. I'm sure that's possible, but I didn't really give too much of a crap to mess with all that. I just decided I'd call them Nether Stars. It wasn't that big of a deal. But if you, by the way, if you don't want to know where any of them are, do not watch this. I will forewarn you now. This is a bit of a spoiler. But yeah, you can just I'll go ahead and leave a link onto where to skip ahead to if you do not wish to see all of these. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now. So here's one of them by the ponies. Like I said, there's one at each of the top of the three towers. I actually don't know where all of them are. Honestly, there's one over here on top of this church. I know that there's one in this house because I ended up doing slash kill command. Hey, move it. And I spawned here for some reason, so I was like, oh, I'll just put one in here for kicks and grins. There's like three or four in some of the houses. I know that. I think there's one in this house, maybe not. Nope, not this house. There is one in this house. There's one in one of the houses on this row, maybe. Yep, there it is. There's one in this one. I finally made a use for this. Finally. There's one down here. I believe there's one in another one of these houses. You basically just have to go through almost every single house. Unless you can find the others before that. There's one over here in this little guard tower, I believe. Yes, no, maybe so, yes. Um, I won't go ahead and show them all off, but I'll show most of them. There's one down here underneath the Sea of Lava, right here. They're they're not, uber hidden. I want people to be able to find them, but at the same time, I want it to be a slight challenge. I don't want to just give them to you guys. I believe there's one. Yes. Oh, and there's actually one more thing I forgot to do. Hang on, I'll show you in a second. Um, there's one down here, and there's supposed to be a gold nugget in here, and that's because it's the closest thing that looks like a key. I was gonna rename it Key, and if I really, really felt up to it, I figured I might use a texture pack for this map, but so I could retexture it to look like a key, but that's a lot of work just for one little item. So, but the point of that is to open that. That's really all that is. Um, well, crap. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Boss mode. All right. Um, there's this one down here. By the way, I realize you're gonna want to play this with enemies off because these torches don't provide nearly enough light. There's one right there. Again, not uber hidden, but if you're going fast enough, you could just be like, oh, lol, oh, look, there's not a 1% chance you'll find it. Um, that's most. I think there's one more at the end of this. Well, once you exit it, at least. You come up here, and then there's one behind this pillar. Again, if you're just blowing through here, you might not notice it too easily. So you want to slow down and look around. I don't think that's all of them. There's still a couple I didn't show off. I just hang on, toggle down. Oh, I just wanted to show off a couple of them. Oh, and there's one in the blacksmith. Yeah. Um. That's that. What else I want? Oh, I wanted to show you guys mainly how this whole map worked. Honestly. Um. I want to show you one of the big things. One of the coolest things about it. That's this room. You're gonna need the 5 Massey keys. I mean, you could use 5 items, but don't cheat. Just be legit. I mean, it's not like that's the point of the map. And basically, you just throw them in here, and that opens that. And again, I do not know what this is called. I believe it's called a giant AND gate, but don't take my word for it. I really need to look that up because I just keep forgetting to not look it up. Basically, that puts one item in here, which gives the comparator a 1 signal strength. That's why the repeater's there, because they only have a 1 block strength, as you can see right here. So that's why the repeaters are there. And basically, they all just flow to these 5 torches. And once those are all off, I mean, if even one of them is on, it doesn't work. So that's why they all have to be off. And then the signal goes all the way up here, and it's a bit messy. But yeah, it goes all the way up there and opens that door up. So I'll go ahead and clean that up later. And so oops. And then once you get down here into the treasure trove, um, like I said, I added in a couple signs because of the new stars. So let's just go ahead and get 15 of those real fast. Alright, so let's put those in. Yada yada. Yeah, I put my 15 stars in. What do or animus data fragments. What do I get? Lol, GG. What? No! And obviously you can't die though. I mean, if you're smart, you'll come stand right here and hop into creative or something. It's basically just for fun. That's um yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason those are in there is so you can't put other items in. I should have done that for the discs, the analyst data, or the massive keys, but they don't stack, so I couldn't do that really. It just wouldn't have worked. Otherwise, I would have done that. So let's go ahead and just get this red wool out of here real fast. Dirty, dirty red wool. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that in. Alright. Let's come over here. A couple other things I wanted to show you guys. I believe that the test 4 command for that tower is like over here somewhere, and the test 4 for that command is like somewhere in the ground, right around there. And I also added in this little parkour ramp up here so that you could get to that. Otherwise, you'd have to go all the way through that dungeon, and that's like the only way up there. Other than that, I changed up the parkour in here a little, and I changed the tower roof from red, obviously, because I changed the others. But it's giving me a rash just looking at it. It is so ugly. I hate it, but I'm too lazy to change it. But I changed this up because I kept getting stuck right here, so that's it's about the only change to this, other than getting rid of the ugly roof, or making the roof uglier. Actually, honestly, this thing is just awful. It's atrocious. That's most of the redstone I wanted to show off. I mean, there's really not that much redstone behind this map. Um, there's this neat little thing, yeah, I just think it's cool. I just think it's neat, honestly, the way it works. Little derp, little derp. It's just fun. Um, again, I think that's most of the redstone behind it. There's really not too terribly much redstone behind this map. Yeah, that's wow. I honestly thought there might have been more, but that's about all. I mean, there's a few bits and bobs, but most of you guys know what most of it is, so it's kind of pointless for me to show it off. But anyway, guys, that's been the redstone slash animus data fragment slash Masyaf key. I like this. I like saying it like that. Masyaf. And I keep saying fragment on accident. If you noticed that, I don't know. Anyway, guys, it's been my little showcase for the third part of this map. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, if you haven't already checked out the first 2 parts, don't forget to go and do that. It's a pretty neat little map. And once I finally figure out how to, I will be sure to put a map download out for this for any of you guys who may want to test it out and try it for yourselves. But honestly, I don't know how to. So once I figure out how to make a map downloadable, I will do that. So anyway, guys, till next time, it's me, Kroseler. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time.